Can you believe this? At 50 years old, an Asian beauty icon who was once labeled the Queen of Sensuality from her tough early days in Hong Kong is now not only holding on to a stunning look that leaves the whole world in awe, but she's also stepping onto the award stage as a talented director in her feature debut. That's Shu Qi, and her first film, Girl, has created a real sensation in 2025. Picture this scene. September 2025, at the 30th Busan International Film Festival, Shu Qi takes home the Best Director Award for Girl, a historic achievement for a first-time Helmer. The film was selected for the main competition at Busan, and before that, it competed for the Golden Lion at the Venice Film Festival, one of the most prestigious events in the world. And it doesn't stop there. Girl also screened at the Toronto International Film Festival and opened the Singapore International Film Festival with tickets selling out in record time, leaving critics absolutely stunned. They praise it as a profound, poetic work in the style of Hou Hsiao-hsien, the master Shu Qi once learned from, through films like Millennium Mambo, 3 Times, and The Assassin, but raw, real, and packed with inner strength. At 49 to 50, Shu Qi shows up at Cannes, Busan, Venice, with flawless skin, a perfect figure, and that captivating smile. Media everywhere calls her timeless beauty, a diamond that never fades. She proves age is just a number, and true talent never dims. But what shocks people the most is this. How could someone who once faced such heavy stigma from a dark past reinvent herself so powerfully, turning pain into top-tier art like this? Girl isn't your average movie. It's semi-autobiographical, drawn straight from Shu Qi's own childhood in Taiwan during the 1980s. The film centers on an introverted girl named Xiao Li, living in a poor family where domestic violence and invisible wounds from her parents make life suffocating and full of fear. She has to take care of her little sister, dealing with an exhausted, resentful mother and a drunken father who explodes in sudden anger, creating a repeating cycle of hurt across generations. Familiar sounds: dogs barking in dark alleys, motorcycles pulling up late, keys jingling on her dad's belt as he stumbles up the stairs with drunken steps and muttering, become symbols of approaching danger, forcing the girl to hide in the closet, feeling the threat creep closer, step by step. But then, a new transfer student shows up, energetic, free-spirited, bringing a ray of hope and genuine friendship that saves her soul in the darkness. Through Shu Qi's lens, the film doesn't wallow in cheap tragedy or show explicit trauma. Instead, it focuses on the power of healing. Facing your pain is the only way to let it go and grow up. She shared candidly in interviews with Variety and The Hollywood Reporter. These are my personal experiences. When I was little, I was beaten for no reason I could understand. Those invisible scars followed me my whole life. Writing and directing Girl is how I confront and heal them. Facing your pain is the best way to let it go. The result is a visually beautiful film, slow, poetic, but loaded with inner power, making audiences deeply reflect on overcoming childhood wounds and breaking cycles of family violence. And the most amazing thing is Shu Qi's incredible journey. From a poor girl who dropped out of school at 17, heading to Hong Kong to model in sensual photos and star in Category 3 films to make ends meet in the 90s, enduring harsh social judgment and those invisible scars from the past, to becoming a star who worked with Hou Hsiao-hsien on artistic masterpieces, starred in Hollywood blockbusters like The Transporter with Jason Statham, Gorgeous with Jackie Chan, and now an internationally award-winning director. This is a real story of rebirth, of turning pain into refined art that inspires millions. Today, we're going to dive into her entire journey, from the darkest days to the peak of glory right now at age 50. Are you ready? Because Shu Qi's story is going to keep your eyes glued to the screen, and it might just change how you see inner strength. Don't forget to like this video if it inspires you, subscribe to the channel for more series on Asian cinema icons, and drop a comment right now. What's your favorite Shu Qi movie? Now, let's rewind time to understand the turning points that shaped who she is today. Now let's rewind time to the early years of Shu Qi, those days when few could have imagined she'd become the Asian cinema icon we know today. Born Lin Li Hui on April 16, 1976, in Jindian, New Taipei, Taiwan, into a poor family full of conflict. Her parents often argued, and the lack of emotional and material support left young Shu Qi facing invisible wounds from her childhood early on. By age 17, instead of continuing school like other girls, she made a bold decision: drop out and head to Hong Kong to seek opportunities in the entertainment world. Hong Kong back then was a buzzing film hub, but brutal for newcomers. Shu Qi started as a sensual photo model, appearing in magazines like the Chinese edition of Playboy and Penthouse Hong Kong. Those photos brought in money to survive, but they also came with heavy social stigma. She was seen as an easy girl, just for needing to make a living. Under manager Manfred Wong, she quickly stepped into Category 3 films, the 18-plus genre popular in 90s Hong Kong, often featuring soft erotica. Her notable debut was Spirit and Desire in 1995, but the big breakthrough came with Viva Erotica in 1996, a meta-film about making Category 3 movies, where Shu Qi played a model who joins adult films to advance her career. That role not only earned her Best New Performer and Best Supporting Actress at the 16th Hong Kong Film Awards, but also marked her controversial entry into the industry. She went on to Sex and Zen 2 and other similar films, enduring harsh criticism, being labeled the Queen of Sensuality, and facing public and media contempt. Those years, as she later shared, were dark days filled with invisible scars, a period of immense hardship, pressure, and emotional pain. But those tough experiences forged an extraordinary resilience in Shu Qi. She refused to be defined by fate and used it as fuel to change direction. From a young girl struggling just to exist, Shu Qi began finding her own path, a path leading to real art where true talent gets recognized. And that journey continues in the next part, when she starts working with major directors and claiming her place. Those days in Hong Kong weren't just financial and reputational challenges, they were an inner battle too. Shu Qi later admitted in interviews that the phase of sensual modeling and Category 3 films was her only option at 17 to 18. Far from home, no degree, no family support. She endured judgmental stares, negative rumors, even rejection from some in the industry. But instead of sinking into despair, she learned to use her body and looks as tools to open doors. Her role in Viva Erotica wasn't just a stepping stone, it proved her natural acting talent. Critics praised her authenticity and charisma, even in a sensitive genre. From there, doors slowly opened. She got invites to more mainstream projects, though she still fought to escape the Category 3 shadow. Those invisible scars, as she described them, never fully disappeared, but they became inspiration for her later film, Girl, where she directly confronts childhood trauma and family hurt cycles. This tough period taught Shu Qi a valuable lesson. Resilience isn't about no pain, it's about learning to rise from it. She has no regrets about the past, because it built a strong woman ready for the next chapter, the chapter of true transformation and real success in artistic cinema. And so, from those dark days in Hong Kong, Shu Qi began her rebirth journey. She no longer accepted being limited by stigma. She actively sought deeper roles, collaborating with talented directors to prove her real ability. The sensual startup past became a foundation, not something to be ashamed of, but something to be proud of for the strength it gave her to overcome. That journey leads to the peaks we know today, from working with Hou Hsiao-hsien to Hollywood blockbusters, and now an award-winning director. But before we get to that epic turnaround, remember that every big success starts from the hardest steps. Does this inspire you? Because Shu Qi's story proves that no matter your starting point, you can rewrite your fate. Like if you relate, subscribe to catch the next part, and comment, what do you think about her overcoming journey? Now, get ready for the following section, where Shu Qi truly shines. From those dark days in Hong Kong, Shu Qi began an incredible transformation, one that left the entire entertainment world stunned. She refused to be boxed in by the Category 3 shadow and actively sought out deeper, more meaningful roles in projects with real artistic depth. The major turning point came when she started collaborating with legendary director Hou Hsiao-hsien, the master of Taiwanese cinema. In 2001, her role in Millennium Mambo earned her Best Leading Actress at the Kinema Junpo Awards in Japan and a nomination at the Golden Horse Awards. That film didn't just shift her image from sensual to artistic, it proved her genuine acting talent, raw, captivating, and full of emotional layers. Building on that success, Shu Qi worked with Hou again in 3 times in 2005, a masterpiece of 3 love stories across different eras, where she played 3 distinct characters with astonishing emotional depth. The peak of their mentor-student relationship was The Assassin in 2015, an artistic wuxia film nominated for the Palme d'Or at Cannes, where Shu Qi portrayed a cold yet deeply introspective female swordswoman, earning international praise for her subtlety and mysterious allure. Alongside her art house work, Shu Qi also shined in mainstream hits, starring with Jackie Chan in Gorgeous in 1999, Jason Statham in The Transporter in 2002, her first Hollywood action blockbuster, and especially If You Are the One in 2008 with Stephen Chow, which became one of the biggest romantic comedy hits in mainland China at the time. These roles allowed her to balance high art with crowd-pleasing entertainment, proving she wasn't just beautiful, she was incredibly versatile. Over her 30-plus year career, Shu Qi has won 2 Golden Horse Awards, including Best Actress for The Best of Times in 2002, 3 Hong Kong Film Awards, and numerous international nominations. She became a true symbol of persistence and rebirth, from someone stigmatized to a respected star recognized purely for her talent. Her personal life also found stability. In 2016, she married actor-director Stephen Fung after years of dating. The couple chose a private life, deciding against having children to focus on their careers and personal healing. Shu Qi has openly shared that not having kids was a deliberate choice, allowing her to pour energy into her artistic passions and a peaceful life. At 50, she still maintains that timeless beauty, flawless skin, a sculpted figure, often praised by media as beautiful at any age. This transformation wasn't just professional. It was about reclaiming control of her own life, from a victim of judgment to a free, powerful woman. Shu Qi's success didn't come from luck. It came from relentless effort to prove herself. After The Assassin, she continued picking diverse roles, from heartfelt romances like The Best of Times to independent projects. She learned from Hou Hsiao-hsien not just acting, but how to tell stories through visuals, something that later became the foundation when she directed Girl herself. Throughout her journey, Shu Qi stayed humble and authentic. She never denied her past. She saw it as a necessary part of growing up. Many colleagues and big directors like Hou Hsiao-hsien, the late Leslie Cheung, and Jackie Chan publicly praised her professionalism and talent. She also got involved in charity work, supporting women and children in difficult situations, reflecting her own personal healing process. In her middle age, Shu Qi doesn't chase youth trends. She embraces maturity, appearing natural and radiant at major events like Cannes, Venice, and Busan, proving real beauty lies in confidence and life experience. This turnaround inspires millions of women. No matter where you start, you can change, rise up, and be valued for your true worth. And the latest peak, her film Girl, is the perfect proof of that journey, from a victim of the past to a storyteller healing herself and others. Shu Qi's transformation journey is living proof that true talent shines when nurtured by persistence and courage. From early sensual roles to artistic masterpieces, from Hollywood blockbusters to prestigious awards, she's built a diverse, solid career. Her happy personal life with Stephen Fung only highlights the balance she's achieved. And now, at 50, with Girl winning Best Director at Busan, Shu Qi isn't just a star, she's an inspiration for feminine strength, for turning wounds into art. Does this story motivate you? Because it reminds us that every hardship can become a stepping stone. Like, if you're impressed by her turnaround, subscribe so you don't miss the emotional finale. And comment right now, which Shu Qi movie moved you the most? Now, get ready for the final part, where everything connects and leaves a deep lesson. And now, we've walked through Shu Qi's entire journey, from those dark early days in Hong Kong, through the invisible scars of her childhood and society's harsh judgments, to her stunning transformation into an Asian cinema icon, and the latest peak at age 50 as a director. Girl isn't just a personal achievement. It's how Shu Qi connects every piece of her life. This semi-autobiographical film draws directly from her childhood experiences in 1980s Taiwan, the cycle of family violence, the senseless fear from an alcoholic father, the isolation of a little girl caring for her younger sister amid poverty and hurt. But Shu Qi doesn't tell the story to wallow in pain or sensationalize trauma. She tells it to heal, through genuine friendship from the new transfer student, through the strength of facing the past head-on instead of hiding. She once said in a Hollywood Reporter interview, "Facing your pain is the best way to let it go." Girl is how I confront those invisible scars, and I hope it helps others do the same. The film is visually beautiful, slow, poetic in the style of Hou Hsiao-hsien, but loaded with inner power. Its clear message: childhood wounds don't define you forever. How you face them decides your future. This is real feminine empowerment. From a girl once objectified in her past, Shu Qi now holds the camera to tell her own story, turning pain into art that inspires. At 50, she's not just more beautiful than ever, she's stronger. It proves healing is a lifelong journey, and anyone can be reborn if they dare to face it. Shu Qi's story reminds us, no matter how tough your starting point, no matter the invisible scars you carry, you still have the power to write the next chapter of your life. She's not a victim of her past. She's a winner because of her resilience and talent. And Girl is the ultimate proof of that victory. A film that not only won Best Director at Busan 2025, but touches millions of hearts, sparking hope for healing and growth. Shu Qi's journey is a living lesson in empowerment. From making ends meet with Category 3 films just to survive, enduring brutal judgment, to collaborating with cinema masters, starring in Hollywood blockbusters, winning major awards, and now directing her powerful debut. She chose not to have children, to focus on healing and passion, married someone who truly understands and walks beside her, a balanced, free life. In her middle years, she radiates at big festivals like Cannes, Venice, Busan, still called timeless beauty. But more importantly, she has inner strength, turning wounds into inspiration. If you're watching this video and feeling moved, remember this: you can do the same. Face your pain, learn from it, and use it to create something meaningful. Shu Qi did it, from a poor girl dropping out at 17 to an internationally award-winning director at 50. It's not a fairy tale, it's real, and it can happen to anyone who dares to try. Thanks so much for sticking with me through Shu Qi's whole inspiring story, a journey of overcoming, rebirth, and healing. If this video touched you, hit that like button to show support. Subscribe right now for more series on Asian cinema icons, and drop a comment below. Which Shu Qi movie or moment in her journey hit you the hardest? Share your thoughts, I'd love to read them. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. See you in the next inspiring story. Have an amazing day full of strength and hope.